Hey, what's up everybody? Doug here from Breakthrough Guitar. I'm going to show y'all how to connect two scales together, the relative major and relative minor of any scale. So let's say we're in A minor. We're going to go through the minor scale. So if you know this, that's awesome. We're going to do a review and then we're going to do the major scale, and then we're going to connect the A major scale and the C major scale together, because the A minor and the C major are both relative major and minor, and this works for for any key. So remember, we're in the key of A minor or C major. So the minor scale, starting on the A, the 5th fret, looks like this: 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8. So two identical shapes. And then 5, 7, 9 on the D. 5, 7, 9. Then we're going to move up a string and up a fret. 6, 8, 10 on the B. And then on the E, 7, 8, 10. So anything you learn forward, you also want to learn it backwards. You can either end it on a minor chord. So that's the minor scale pattern for the 6th string, just moving through. That's one way that you could play it. Then, if we want to connect our major scale, you have to go up to the 3rd note, which is the 8th fret on the low E. So we got 8th fret on the low E, put our index finger there. Now we're at the beginning of the relative major scale. So now we're going to play the C major scale. 8, 10, 12. 8, 10, 12. So the cool thing about the major scale is that with every 2 strings, it's an identical pattern. 8, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12. Then we're going to move up to the D and G. 9, 10, 12, 9, 10, 12. Then B and D. 10, 12, 13, 10, 12, 13. And just like earlier, anything you want to learn forward, you also want to learn it backwards. So these two scales are both relative major and minor, and that's how you can find the relative major scale to any relative minor key. Let's say you're playing an A minor. You have the option to play in either one of these scales. It works really well together. So even though I was playing in the A minor position, I could have played in the A minor scale and go back to the chord. But I wanted to move up the fretboard and access more notes. And you have more notes across the whole fretboard by connecting 2 different scales together that work in the same key. So try this with different keys. Just remember the shapes and how they're connected. Make sure that you can play both minor scales and both major scales, and look at how they're connected. Minor. The major scale is always the 3rd note of the minor. And then you could do the same thing in reverse. You just have to go down 3 frets. So if you're in C major, now let's say you're in A major, and you're playing your A major scale. Just go down 3 frets from where you're at. 1, 2, 3. And now we're at F sharp minor. And you can play your minor scale. So try and do this in different keys and expand your knowledge of the notes across the whole fretboard and shred all over it. Have fun with this. And if you guys like guitar tips and tricks like this, make sure to follow, comment, and subscribe.